Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years. Today I want to offer you some very direct, no BS hiring advice that will help a lot of your organizations fill more positions more effectively, hire better people, and it's really not complicated to do. So here it goes. Ready? Make a decision already. Most of you will interview a ton of people before you finally decide that you want to hire someone. And you really let go a whole bunch of talent by procrastinating, by failing to make a choice. And, I'll give you an example. There's a client of mine that's been interviewing, and please understand, this is a server desktop position. They've been interviewing for 6 months. They've vacillated, going back and forth between, is this a contract to hire? Is this a permanent job? 6 months is ridiculous. I have another client. They asked for some help to locate a fairly senior technologist with a unique skill set. I found one. 2.5 months later, they finally get to the point where they're going to meet him. They've not shown up for interviews, they've stalled, they've procrastinated. This is an approved wreck. And they're astonished when suddenly this guy's taken another offer. It happens. This may be a terrible economy, but talented people are finding work. Now, I'll use the second position as the first example here. When you have a unique skill set that you're trying to find, you can't stall. Even if they had gotten to the point of making an offer, I know he was turned off to some of their behavior because they failed to communicate to him or to me. And with this client, they like to talk directly to the job hunter, and they weren't talking. 2.5 months, he got maybe 2 phone calls. It's goofy. You say you want to hire, and then you procrastinate. In the case of the desktops, or I should say the server desktop position, there's no reason for this kind of vacillation. This is a very easy job. It's a client that likes a unique type of talent. It's not a hard talent to find. It's a certain type of personality. What's so difficult? So I'm just going to say it bluntly to you. If you're in the HR role, you have to put a behavior muzzle on some of your hiring managers. Give them 4 or 5 choices of capable people. Once they get to the point where they're stalling, where they just can't make a choice, cut them loose. You have to basically say to them, do you know what you're doing? Do you really have an idea of what you want? If so, tell me. Write it down, not the original spec, because obviously we're giving you 5 or 6 people that fit this requirement and you can't choose. What's standing between you and making a choice? In this case of the unique skill set, where you have a manager who just can't get themselves going, obviously they don't need this person. Cut it loose. Don't waste any more time. And that's your own time as an HR professional, as a business owner. If you have a manager who says they need someone and they can't make a choice after presenting with 4 or 5 people, cut it loose. It's ridiculous. Because basically, especially in this day of social media, I can't tell you the number of situations where I see messages about organizations and this kind of bad behavior that's showing up online, and that kills your brand. You start losing your capability of locating good people when you start behaving in this way. So excuse me for being blunt, but this is no BS hiring advice, and you need to be able to communicate this with your managers. Oh, by the way, if you think it doesn't matter because there's a big pool of talent out there, you're wrong. In a lot of different fields, the big pool of talent has dried up because no one's been entering the workforce in the last 4 years because no one was hiring, right? So the kids aren't growing up. The older worker, like me, is starting to outgrow their professions, and they're starting to leave their fields. So you need to be able to cater to people serve them, treat them as human beings, just as you would want to be treated if you were looking for work. This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you like today's video, come over to my website, which is, oh, by the way, if you like today's video and you're watching it on YouTube, click the like button below. And if you're watching it at my website, I hope you sign up for a complimentary subscription to my e-zine, which is called No BS Hiring Advice. I publish it monthly with a couple of articles or videos with advice for employers, business owners, managers, HR professionals about how to hire even better. While you're at the site, read some of the previous articles and videos I've done. There are places that you can post your job listings if you like, information about my books and guides to job hunting, if that's really what you're looking for, and a whole host more there. This is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you have a great day. Take care.